Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Am I Successful Yet podcast. Today is day 6 of the 40 series, 40 lessons from 40 years in 40 days. This episode is going to go live on Monday, the Monday after I celebrated my 40th birthday, albeit very early, and I am giving them all a gift, a handwritten note that essentially says, these are all the things that you've taught me since we've been friends. And I think that it's important sometimes to share with your network, share with the beautiful humans in your life, what they bring to your life and how they have changed it. I genuinely think that I have some life-changing humans in my life. And so today I wanted to share with you the things that I'm going to tell them in their cards that they don't know yet. So here it goes. So the first person is Jasmine. So I remember one of the lessons that I definitely learned from Jasmine is first just be yourself. And she really started me on my woo-woo journey around like what was cool. I remember also saying to me when I was going through my separation a while back that she was like, I hope you know that you are loved and lovable and amazing. And that really, really stuck with me because that was really something that was hard to hear in that point. And she for me is also the OG boss bitch of CEO of a giant organization now. It's got lots of clients that I was there for some of the startup phase, but she's just so humble and amazing. And so that's what I learned from her. The next person is Lana. Lana and I met at the Happy Lawyer, Happy Life retreat back in 2021 when I just started my business. And I just get this beautiful feeling from Lana. So she essentially is the woman gentle hug that you get from a friend. She is that person. She feels like that when you're in her presence. I learned from her that long phone calls and frequent meetups are not required. When you're not there just sending messages to say, hey, I love you, I miss you, it's totally amazing. And that can sustain a relationship. Then Kelly, I also met at the Happy Lawyer, Happy Life Lawyer conference that year. Kelly has taught me that determination is something that we should all strive to have. Kelly now owns a law firm with 10 humans in it. And we started our law firms around the same time, but she has grown hers into something amazing. But she's done it in her way. And so determination, but in your way, certainly is something that Kelly has taught me. And also being present in conversations and just giving things a crack. And she's also taught me how it feels to be truly proud of my friends, because I was there when she started. I was there when, she was trying to figure out the name of her business. And now I've seen where it's gone and where she's at. And it's just cool. I love that. The other person in that little group is Ollie. So Ollie, I also met at the Happy Lawyer conference. So this is our little crew at the Happy Lawyer, Happy Life conference in 2021. And Ollie was one of the first people that I had a coffee with, from that kind of crew. And Ollie just just taught me to be kind and just to be yourself and just to show up. And that finding good food is one of the greatest things that you can do. Sharing food is something that you can share with people, and that is such a beautiful way of sharing. All of those three people, Ollie and Kelly and Lana, have taught me also that lawyers don't have to be dicks. So thank you. Then 2 more lawyers. So Rachael, that I met in my 4th year of law school, which would have been 2008. So we're going on, I don't know, how many years is that? A long time. In the library, I met Rach, and I knew that Rach was super smart. Rach is 100% going to be a judge one day, everybody. And she has taught me since and all that time that sitting on the kitchen floor to have a conversation and have a drink is totally normal behavior. And I do that as well. So I love you for that. An ability to get through the hardest things and still continue on and still show up and still be there for her clients. This amazing ability to do that. And also the final thing from Rach, and I'm sure there's many other things, but I could be here all day about what these people have taught me. But the other thing was that when I was going through my separation, the 2 things Rach did, she came around and bought me home cooked meals and built my bed because I bought a new bed. And so I think Rach is like the person that taught me that, that there'll always be someone there to build your bed. I love that. Nay has taught me that you can cultivate and grow your voice. And so Nay, when I met her, was very quiet, and she has now grown into this just person that knows her shit. She's really smart and really well spoken, and she just has this ability to articulate really good things in a really good way. And I love her for that. And she's also taught me that while the world is fickle and there's stuff that goes on, people are generally good, and there's always something to be positive about. She's also always got this positive vibe and this infectious laugh. And now I'm back. We're going way back now. So we're going into school days now. Tara has taught me that being unique never goes out of style. So Tara is one of the best dressed people I know. That being a super mum is possible. I always feel like every time I talk to Tara, she's cooking bolognese or doing something amazing for her kids. And the other thing is that sometimes you need to rest, reset, recharge, and change direction. Then there's Amy. So Amy 1, there's 2 Amy's. So this is Amy or Amy T. Amy is definitely one of the kindest people I know. So kindness always wins. She's also taught me that choosing happiness over what appears to be like a predestined path is okay. And also that sometimes sacrifice is required and necessary for feeling real joy. Then the other Amy, so Amy Rowe, Amy D. Amy has taught me that just a call or a walk just because is not something that a lot of people just do. And Amy does this beautifully. And so being able to have just that person you can call on or go for a walk or just call and be like, hey, I'm just going to, blab about my whole life to you in these few minutes. And in those conversations, I think that's how the most beautiful relationships are built. Amy also taught me that dancing always helps, 100%. We have been known to dance around her kitchen. We have actually walked home from dinner one night dancing down the street with her beautiful daughter. And also that belly laughs are 100% necessary and that you can never smile enough. So thank you. Tiesha has taught me persistence and unwavering commitment to what you believe in, and that love always finds a way, despite whatever is happening or what hasn't happened or you think, is kind of predestined for you. Love always finds a way, and that it's okay to talk about when you're not okay. That saying what you mean is important, and sugarcoating is not necessary. And this has been true for Beck I've known Beck since I was in grade, probably earlier than that. Very, very early days. So we're going on 25 years for some of these people, longer, 30 years. That Beck has also taught me fiercely loving your family is definitely a way of life, and that human marshmallows do exist. So even if you've got a bit of a hard exterior, your heart on the inside is so big that you wouldn't know unless you really know them. Okay, now we're still back in primary school. So this is grade 7 that I met Katherine. And Katherine and I have had times where we haven't spoken for like 2 years, but she is my absolute, just person. So Katherine has taught me that creativity is a key to survival, and that surviving is possible even from the worst of times, and that kindness doesn't cost anything, and that resourcefulness is something that you can build and create, and you will work with the tools that you have, and that how to be a cool mom. So thank you. Christine, I gave her first job in law land, and she has now gone on to be this fabulous lawyer. So Christine taught me that about the true impact that you could have as a leader, and I would say, without tooting my own horn, as a good leader. Also that from hard things, beautiful things can grow, and that you can make friends as a grown up, which is nice, even if there is a bit of an age difference, even if she does have to explain things to me sometimes about what they mean. Ash, again, that you can make friends as a grown up. Sometimes you think it's a bit of a myth that can happen, but it can definitely happen. 2 people have taught me that. Ash has taught me that it's okay to say that things are not okay and know who you can share that with, and that it's normal, or we can normalize saying, I miss you guys. I haven't seen you for a while. I love that. Not everyone does that. And then we're going back to school days. Okay, and then we've got Sam. So Sam is like the OG manifester. So before manifesting was cool, Sam was manifesting. She was, I don't even remember when the book The Secret came out, and I think Oprah wrote it, or something about Oprah, or it was released on Oprah or something. And we were quite young, and Sam always used to try and make us manifest. But Sam's also taught me that relationships can change, they can repair, they can grow, they can evolve, and that, again, about resourcefulness, about you'll use the tools that you have before you to create the things that you want and what you need, and that being a fiercely loving mama is an absolute gift. Mel, I don't think Mel's coming to lunch, but Mel is just that, I think just kindness, and just having 5 conversations at once is totally normal and okay. And that family is important, but sometimes boundaries are too. And Mel definitely taught me that. We've got some similar family shit. Kahlia. So Kahlia and I we're about 6 weeks apart, and our parents, mums and dads, were all best friends, and we sort of grew up together. And Kahlia has taught me that, she's my ride or die. And she's taught me that, the tightest of hugs is sometimes necessary. Sometimes that just taking a minute is totally okay. That all of the health things, like to advocate for yourself in the health, advocate for your health, that sometimes things are too hard to deal with, and sometimes you just need to block them out, and then one day it might hit you, and that's cool, and then you kind of deal with it at your own pace, and that's totally fine. And then the final person that was also not at lunch because she's in America is Cherie. She has taught me about the fierce power of love for the people around you, that sometimes you got to run away to another country to get some space from your life. That loyalty at work is fine until it's not anymore, when you're no longer being loyal to yourself. That you can be the best of friends with someone that's on the other side of the world, even though you don't talk to them all the time. You know that they're present. You know that their presence is still felt because they are just always there. So that's the episode for today. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap up before I start crying. But they are some of probably the most important humans or women in my life. And I appreciate all of you, and I love all of you with all my heart. And I just want to say thank you, because I think sometimes we don't say thank you to our tribe, to the people that we love, and they are the people that have impacted my life a lot. And, you know, maybe every day we don't see eye to eye, and maybe every day is not perfect, and maybe, you know, we go 2 years without talking to each other, but these are the people that have made me who I am, and I just want to say thank you. So I think we're on day 6 of the 40 series. The lesson is to tell your friends what's important to them. Don't wait until their funeral to give a eulogy, to tell them how much you love them and how amazing they are. Take a minute and tell them what they bring to your life. I love you all of the people that I've mentioned, and thank you. This is day 6 of the 40 series. If you loved this episode, it was probably a little bit more of a somber episode compared to some of the others, but if you loved this episode, please hit subscribe, because I'm really excited about this series. If you think you want to share it with someone, please do. Otherwise, just comment, maybe say something down below that you haven't said or that you weren't able to say to a friend, and maybe comment below. But otherwise, have a beautiful day, and I will see you on the next episode.